What is your beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize, right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool house
are.
is torn apart, okay? It's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam, okay? I'm no better than you.
I'm sorry, but don't you guys find it kind of creepy that a 40-year-old man
To me, it's funny. He's a YouTuber. He wears a Dr. Doom mask. He interviewed Tommy.
In all of their videos because they're afraid to show their pale white face. I don't know. That seems a little suspicious to me.
Yeah. Let me get Max in here. Oh, no, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no. Oh, no. I should never have allowed it to happen. I'm already regretting it. No,
especially some dude just wearing a mask all the time screaming at the camera.
Mad Max is here. Never thought I'd see you in my chat. Great costume, Drunk. Thanks.
Rich, long time. Please take off your shirt and show us some saggy melon.
Yeah!
And please, with some Finnegan Fox enthusiasm,
Yes!
show us on the floor. Oh, God, I see what you did there. You son. I like saggy melon.
Oh, there you go.
But, like, it just...
Uh-oh. Hard at work. This is hard at work.
You messed up now.
Where's your boss?
Saggy, hold on.
Go get your boss. Go get your boss.
At work.
I need your clout.
Chase it off of me, bro.
I need your clout. Oh, wow.
I'm at work. You see, I'm working. I'm trying to
get ready. Get ready for the
live now while I'm trying to get my job.
There's a reason for that. Get ready for the cancellation live in person.
Get ready for the cancellation. Yeah, you were about to get canceled. You already know.
Mom!
Yes, honey?
It happened again!
Did you have your mask on?
I always have my mask on.
Oh, I'm not on.
I already told you. I was watching your other stream. You're like, I hope someone shows up. Listen, I'm backing down. I don't have. I can't take the melons.
You don't want this. You don't want
no,
this. You don't want
I don't know.
You don't.
I know. You're stocking shelves? Oh, wow. You're
smoke you do not want to mess with.
See, the accusations were false. Someone said you're doing a lot of texting network. And she's stalking.
Do I text you at work? Yeah, right, because this is my job.
No,
I'm doing my job while we're talking. So
you know what the
multitasking.
You know what the reality is? She was texting watching YouTube, and then she's like, "I'm going live. I better stock shelves."
Guest Tommy Telleriso.
Telleriso. Oh my God!
All right. Restart the stream. Restart.
Nice chatting with you. I'll see you guys later.
Jeremy, I just reached 5K.
Well, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
It really doesn't matter.
While you're here, if you'd like to consider memberships, it's only 99 cents.
Rip away, my friend. Rip away.
Because, man.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, everyone. Max here, out of work. My wife is away. While my wife is away, I'll live stream. I thought I would start with a hot topic. You know, I'm going to get more raw and more real on these solo streams. And I'm not throwing like a lot of heat. I'm just laughing at everyone. Yes, and friends are not off limits, but I don't go personal. I just say what you're doing. So because of what's going on the internet and Twitter right now, I want to start off with a real hot topic right off the bat. All this bullshit that constantly happens on the internet and all this movie talk and friend groups and Twitter clubs and whatever. Here we go. I'm done with Twitter grifters. Okay, now what does that mean? What does that mean? What do I mean by this first topic? When a friend comes to me, and I'm not singling out anyone. I'm not singling out anyone. But like, oh my God, did you see this? Did you see that? Did you see? First off, I'm gonna say, where was this? Was it at the grocery store? Were you at the gas station? Were you at school? Were you at work? And then if they start with, it was on Twitter. If they start with that, this happened on Twitter, on the streets of Twitter. Breaking news. Breaking news. You are on Twitter all the time, you're going to find the garbage. Especially when you set a trap and all you do is wait for the vermin to come. You're going to find it. So, I am going to make a blanket statement. When every week it's something that a friend says, oh my God, did you see this? And I say, you know what? I'm concerned. I'm really concerned. Yeah, I'm being sarcastic here. I'm very concerned. Where did all this happen? Where were you? It happened on Twitter. I'm not going to take you seriously anymore. Because the people that complain about social media and Twitter the most are on social media and Twitter the most. Now, I want everyone to behave. I want everyone to have a good time, but it's what you make of it. And this, what do I mean by Twitter grifters? This is the anti-SJW template. And not only the anti-SJWs do it. You set something, you get someone to take the bait, you make some content off of it, you grift off a Karen on Twitter. Guess what? Most of the Karens are on Twitter. Most of the Karens are there. So, the next time, unless it's something very serious that happens on Twitter, the next time, I'm like, where were you? What happened? And if you say, I was on Twitter because you're freaking camped there all the time to grift, I'm going to laugh my ass off at you and call you an effing clown. With that down and out of the way, next topic. That's across the board. And I'll show you what's going on right now with it, with my pal Eddie. And these are still my friends. Just because I criticize, if they want to be my friends, and you know what? I don't care anymore. Listen, nothing has changed on the channel. Everyone's welcome. But it's an open door. You can come and go as you please. And I still love you even if you leave, okay? I'm not begging for people to stay around. I will do my thing. I'm going to do my solo streams on my panel, and it's going to be all gravy, baby. Okay? I'm going to do my thing. I'm not stopping. I'm going to have some fun. I'm going to give you more truth, more realness. And that's just how it's going to be. But here we go. Here is what's happening right now. Now, of course, Mikey Sutton made an article on We Run With Gun, a hashtag I proudly carry now. I am not joking. It's not sarcastic when I say I run with gun. I think it sounds a little cringy, but I'm going to use it because they said, and I'm going to take people on their word that they want to be positive. So if you say this hashtag was created to give Gunn a chance, see what he's doing, I am behind that. I heard your explanation. I also said sell Zack Snyder's Justice League to Netflix. That hashtag was cringe at the first time I streamed on it. I did the exact same thing. And then I heard the people who created say what they wanted to do. I'm like, all right, you want to be positive? I will support that. I support most hashtags as long as they're positive. I even support boycott Hogwarts Legacy as long as you don't impose it on someone else. You see how I work? You see how I work? I support it as long as you're not toxic about it and impose your beliefs on other people. Everyone can make their own decisions. But if you want to boycott a product because the people that benefit it financially have said things that you fundamentally disagree with, I support that. Just don't impose it on others or behave in toxic behavior. Okay, so here we go. And shout out to Mr. Brunswick as a member here. I am not hating on my friends. So everyone's covering the Geekosity article about the We Run With Gun hashtag. And I'm telling you right now, I mean, it's subjective. I could be wrong. But I think Sil Nation and Mikey are just sitting back and laughing. Everyone talking about their article. And you know what? There hasn't been a Geekosity article on MME because everyone doesn't like it, that site. But now we're talking about it again. Now we're tweeting about it. So I believe, especially since I watched Sil's show even today, that was the intention, to trigger people. And you know what? If you don't like Geekosity, I don't care. This is what the majority of the sites do nowadays, even the news sites. It's all to trigger engagement. You're passing around his article. Everyone's talking about his article. That was the intention. That was the intention. Let me catch up with the chat. That is my first topic. Whew, that felt good. Having a good day. I'm going to take a nap after this. Twitter. That was the first topic. Oh, wow. Thank you, Brucifer. I really appreciate that. Max was right. Keep up the good job. I appreciate that, Brucifer. Appreciate your... Well, RJ, he's got a TV show. And you know how easy it is to get writers for your site? Especially Entertainment Rumor News. I think he's doing fine. Honestly, I think he's doing... Well, this is some breaking news for you, RJ. He is doing 3 Patreon shows a week. So I think he's focusing more on his shows, his member shows, than the site, and his comic, and his that's going to be adapted into a TV show. So I don't think he's on dire straits. I really don't. But I mean, I'm open to it. I'm not like a simp for. I'm not no simp for Mikey Sutton. If you have some proof or receipts that he's on dire straits, that he lost 3 writers, let me know. I mean, that's 3 is a lot. I agree with that. Mikey Sutton, dire straits. I really, I mean, I don't wish him will, but well, here's the thing, RJ. I love when people want to focus on what do they call it? Integrity in reporting, reporting ethics. That's a great thing to strive for, and I all support that. But here's what I would say to you, Matt Jarbo, and everyone else that's got a problem with Mikey Sutton and Geekosity. Make your own site and write some articles. I mean, you could just complain about it, but I think you could do an amazing job, RJ, especially with your, I'm not going to say your field, ethics and journalism. Yes, I think that's an amazing thing to strive for. I really do. But at the top of my list would be news. At the bottom of my list would be rumors and leaks in my subjective personal list. You know, that's my personal subjective list. But if you want to criticize it, I have no issue. I'm not upset by it at all. I'm not upset by it at all. But I would say I did. I absolutely did. To be real, I've changed. I've had a lot of I've had a lot of time to reflect where I want to take my channel in 2023. Retro Bro, hey Retro Bro, hopefully I can have you on the show tomorrow. I don't want to just do that anymore, you know. And honestly, I also thought that I was helping. But what's changed for me is I realize that even if the anti-SJWs weren't there, that everyone would be hating on everything anyway. Because I see on the internet, people just like to hate on things, and that hurts my heart. There's a lot of great things out there. There's a lot of great things to enjoy. But I honestly thought, and this is a great thing, RJ. I honestly thought that the anti-SJWs, Geeks and Gamers, Nerdrotic, were influencing geek and nerd culture to hate on everything. And that's why I went so hard. And I really believe now if they didn't exist, there would just be as much hate. It's just that they would hate for different reasons. Because now I've noticed that everyone just wants to trash everything, saying everything's garbage, everything's a dumpster fire. And nuance is gone, you know. So I've lessened my stance on them because I still don't like what they do. But oh, you scared me, Kelly. But I think just everyone hates on everything. And I want to start loving things more, interacting with more people, and stop cutting myself off from people. Because all these stupid arguments in a few years are going to be gone and dead, but the people will still be here, hopefully. People will be here. So opinions suck. A lot of shitty opinions online. But you know what? The people will still be here. And even when my friends have a shitty opinion, I still want to be their friend. Because they're going to be there in a few years, hopefully, but the argument will not. That's my stance right now. That's how I want to be. Yes, exactly. All hail Brian, Master of None. Yes, I will say that you all influence me. You all influence me. But two of the people that influenced me the most on my channel are Brian. He stopped me from going a little too political plenty of times. And shout out to our friend Rhea, where if I would have stayed on my course, I would have gone anti-Amico harder. But she stopped me in my tracks and said, talk to these people. And I stopped. I stopped and talked to more people, and it greatly benefited me. You know, more people benefits me. So no, Jarbo's still my friend, but he didn't influence me. Honestly, if I wanted to be, if I did go influence, if I did get influenced by Matt, I would be being more political and harder with my with my past content. That's fine. I'm not asking you to change. I'm saying how I feel. I'm not asking you to change. But those, I mean, honestly, and I see how what? Lies? Lies? What do you mean, Matt Sharp? It's not a lie. It's not a lie. You tell me I let people around that have shitty opinions and don't push back against them enough. Like, you know, just for example, because I know you guys don't like each other, Echo Base Network and stuff like that. And I don't care anymore. As I get older, I want to talk to more people. I don't care. A little movie perp. The person I'm going to start this comment. The person I learned the least from was Crazy Joe Adventures, because even though I love this man, there has never been a better example of someone that I absolutely hate their takes, but I like the person. And everyone should like Crazy Joe, but I cannot stand his takes. You know? Okay. All right. And Little Movie Raptor, who taught you how to love. Yes. Valiant Renegade. Oh, God, Monkey Jeebus. I take that very seriously. Let's get to the next. I had this set for a later topic, but let's handle this shit now. Let's handle it now. Because even my friend Enosh, which I love, said I am a supporter. I am a supporter, and I have movie topics too. But you know, I wanted to cover this because I wanted to clarify. Besides Twitter grifting, okay, this is the other thing that drives me crazy on the internet, and it's not to single out friends because everyone does this hyperbolic shit on the internet. Just like I was talking to Matt, we were talking about you know, abortion, and he said I'm pro-abortion. I said no, you don't say that. That's a hyperbolic talking point. No one's pro-abortion like they go around and want this to happen every. Pro means you're actively doing it. You're pro-choice. So when I say, just for example, no one has an issue. Well, most people don't have an issue with my specific words. It's just people that I still talk to. That I said I hate your takes. I say I hate your takes. I'm like, oh, that's a bad take. But I still talk to people. So am I pro-toxicity because someone else did something you didn't like? No, I'm not. And I'm not letting that be put on me. And just for example, no, shut up, Matt. That is actually a right-wing talking point. They act like they just shacked up in a hotel. Let's go to the clinic. No. Well, that could happen, but, you know. No, your choice. When it's needed, when it's relevant, you know, or when it's, you know, the choice, an option. It's not like you're going around. This is what I'm talking about. You're being hyperbolic. I am not roll over on my back like a puppy. Skywalker. Where do I support them? I've never sent them a super chat. I'm not a member to Sill Nation. I said I'd like to talk to them. And I'd like to I reached out to Skywalker because I want to clarify these threats. I want to get his exact response. I reached out to him. Okay. I want to, like, I'm talking to Zod said he's probably going to be on my retro show tomorrow. And what am I talking about on the retro show tomorrow? Am I talking about DC? No, I'm talking about video games and arcade games, which I know he also has a love for. And because I actually like people and don't focus on their shitty opinions, I know when he stopped talking about DC Talk before, he focused on arcade and video games, and he was extremely happy. And he said, I've stopped talking about... Now, he is in DC Talk again. He is in DC Talk again. But I know video games and arcade stuff makes him happy. So how am I being toxic when I'm talking to a friend about something positive, a different interest, and I'm not promoting his opinions, which I don't agree. I know everyone's trying. There's a clip floating around with him having a bad take, in my opinion. Not possible to pursue legal action. It's not possible, but he's extremely upset. And having the context to know that I've spoken with this person directly, and know they stopped talking about DC before because they get too invested, and so why would I not reach out and say, let's talk about video games? Okay. And then how seriously do I take these threats? I've reached out to Skywalker before some stuff went down to say, you know what? I'd like some clarification on this of what your real intention and meaning behind these things were. And I wanted to talk to him what he plans to do next for his own hashtag and how I support Run with Gun. I do support it. There you go. Now, this is what I mean, though, by this stuff on the internet. If you're not with us, you're against us? Where have you heard that before? Well, George Bush and the prequels. All of these Siths out there dealing in absolutes. Just because I'm not necessarily with you, and in this case I am, it doesn't mean I'm against you. Just because I talk to someone doesn't mean I'm pro-toxicity and I actually support those people that have done these horrible things. No, I don't support horrible things. I don't support toxicity. I try to support positivity. And it's all subjective, and that's where I'm going to stand. And if someone that I think may have been involved in some BS before says they have these rules of engagement and they're promoting that, saying that they don't want negativity, they don't want hashtag fire gun, which I try not to support that hashtag at all because it's stupid. That hashtag's stupid. I'm going to listen to them. I'm open to all fan groups here. I don't identify as any, and I'm open to them all. You're not wrong, Monkey Jeebus, as far as I know. Yeah. So that's what I wanted to say. Am I pro-toxicity, and do I actually support these people, or do I just talk to them? I think the least you could say is I'm subscribed to their channel, and I'm subscribed to most people's channels because I like to support YouTubers. As soon as I know you have a channel and you want to get involved in commentary and videos, I usually subscribe without a question because I know how hard it is to build a channel up on YouTube, and I want to support the most people I can as possible. My subscription feed is enormous. Enormous, Sky RJ, I will ask him about that. And there's been a lot of accusations Where are you getting this info that it's his? Where are you getting this info that it's actually him? If you can give me absolute proof, because I'm assuming it's because certain of our friends have friends in the tech community, but I need absolute facts for that kind of stuff, and I will call that shit out if you have absolute proof that this specific person is harassing my friend Enosh and his wife. I will not stand by that. But this goes back to the fandom awards stuff. There were accusations, and I'm not going to go. I'm not bringing up that again. Never mind. No, I don't watch all of it. Well, that's not, I take this very seriously because I was going to ask about the other thing, and I will ask him about this. But you're going off of hearsay, and potentially because our pal has a friend in the tech community. And I'm not saying I don't have confidence in that person that I think you're referencing in the tech community, but I can't go based on just that. And I want to speak to a person directly with all these internet accusations. I want to speak with people directly. And that's just how I'm going to go. That's just how I roll. And I want to talk to him. And I want to talk to him because I'm going to ask him some hard questions. And I will open up the community section to ask Skywalker some hard questions, not just to troll him about how he intends to keep this positive, and even some of the stuff that happened in the past and how he plans to address that. If he's still open to a collab, I will let you know. I will probably do it pre-recorded, though, just so you know. That's what I'm going to propose to him if he agrees. If he agrees, I'm going to say, can we do a pre-recorded video where I ask you some hard questions about what your plans are next and how you intend to promote and steer it towards positivity. Ultimately, though, hashtags are uncontrollable. They are, but it does matter of who created and what they're promoting and intentions are and what they try to do. That does matter. That does matter. All right. So with that down and out of the way, let me see what else I had here. I'm a glutton for punishment. Oh, the main topic. I forgot who was on the. I completely forgot she was on the thumbnail. All right, Cara Dune. This is probably going to be the format for my solo streams, and I'm probably going to clip these out. But Cara Dune, the reason I'm covering this, no, Zeno, please don't bring her up. That's not cool. No, I'm not Zeno. Do not bring this shit up, okay? Zeno, because Ashley's my friend, and basically it was people throwing shit at each other. I don't want to know who started first or rehash that bullshit, okay? I'm going to ask him, and I would politely ask everyone to not even bring up her name while she's not here. And we want to be a comfortable environment in case she would like to come back to content making, which is totally up to her. So I don't want to bring up that BS again, okay? That's another thing. I don't want to rehash everything, but if there are specific threats, I will address those. Just like back in the day, I took a Jody's Corner threat very seriously, and I went to the source, Lightcast, and asked them about, did you threaten this man's life? And I actually got the result. So as much as RJ and Zeno, please calm down. I just don't want to bring up this stuff while she's not here, and I don't want to rehash everything. I want to pick and choose things that are important, that are extremely relevant, and that are the most important to get the answers on, because a lot of this stuff is going around, and I'm going to get the answers. I'm going to investigate. I'm going to do research, because that is something that I will not stand for. Is if there was an actual threat, I'm going to reach out to the person that said it, and I want clarification. And I do want clarification on certain things. And it's this standard that I've run through my channel. Even back when I couldn't stand Jody's Corner, I said, wait a second. Did someone actually threaten your life? Excuses. Yes. Okay. All right. So try this again for this topic. Please, please let's move on. All right. Cara Dune. The reason I'm talking about this, and it made the thumbnail. Listen, Saggy. I really care about you, okay? I am going to reach out and see what this person says. I think that's something I could do. If you accept it or don't accept it, that's up to you. That's what I'm going to do. And then RJ made another accusation that I'm going to reach out and see. Now, it's up to the person to see if they believe it or not. What am I doing now? What am I doing now? I said a blanket statement about people in the chat brought things up, not me, Saggy. People in the chat brought things up, not me. Okay? Can't call people Karen. If you can't take criticism saying a Karen, I don't know what to tell you. Saying a Karen is just slight criticism. It is subjective, but if that's across the line, I don't know what to tell you. I've heard worse things from you than Karen. I'm sorry. That's slight criticism. I'm not calling. I didn't say he was running an AI account. I said there is a big difference, but I said that impersonating these people in entertainment is not good on either way. And he's the first one to promote positivity, and I still love the dude. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Okay. I don't know. That's fine. They can laugh at me all they want. I feel well, there's not Karen. Yeah, I would change my name at this point. Okay. All right. So let me get to what does Crazy Joe say? We need to stop using Karen in a derogatory manner. It's unfair to people named Karen. Honestly, that's a huge pet peeve of mine. We need to end the Karen crap. You can't stop the Karen stuff anymore, Crazy Joe, until something else. I am the first one they called out the Snyder stuff with the Hamada heads like that. And honestly, if you want me to be real, I can't keep track of who threw shit first when that whole shit went down with you in the cool table. I really couldn't. And I heard personal attacks on both sides. Okay? I did. I honestly did. And the stuff on $3 Theater, for example, I love Matt, but Like the last time when you're looking at, if you really want, I was going to go into other stuff. Look, I'm trying to talk about Cara Dune, and you guys are bringing this up. I'm trying to talk about Cara Dune. This is my topic. You know what my other topics are? Joker 2, multiple endings, and well, that was the other one. And I said, if you were here at the time, Saggy, I said we shouldn't be bringing that up. I said that's not cool. I don't want to talk about that, and I want a comfortable. I said to stop that. Yeah. Saggy, if you have the context of the stream, you're coming in hot. I don't know if someone told you that name was mentioned or not. I didn't bring it up. I didn't bring the name up. Okay? Actually, if you want to know who brought stuff up, RJ was talking about specific instances with Skywalker. And I said I would reach out for clarification. How that makes me the bad person, I don't know. I don't know how that makes me the bad person. Potentially, somewhere on Twitter, someone is saying Max is talking about this on stream when I was telling people not to talk about it in the chat. So there you go. I'm not mad. I'm like, this is ridiculous. I'm saying this is ridiculous. I'm telling people not to talk about stuff and then I get blamed. I said I take certain accusations seriously and I'll reach out for clarification. And that's basically, it's like I can't even do a solo stream without people, like, I'm too reactive to the chat, but I really didn't want people discussing that. I really didn't. Okay. If you want to see all my topics, here they are. I needed to clarify that. I'm not pro toxicity and I talk to people. That doesn't mean I support their bad behavior, because honestly, if I support it, if some people wouldn't be here, even content creators, you know, I love people. I like people. Lots of people I know do stuff I don't like. I'm not going to stop talking to them necessarily. There is a line, and I don't want that line to be crossed because that means they're a victim of some bad behavior. I don't want anyone to have a bad day on the internet, okay? Oh my God. I'm moving on from this, Saggy, because I actually don't want to talk about this anymore. Okay. I actually wanted to talk about Cara Dune. No offense, but I want you to have a great day, and whatever you want to do, I support. I don't know. All right, let's get back to the topic. Will missing Cara Dune destroy Mando season 3? Now, I don't want to troll people that love Cara Dune. I really don't. But honestly, I see this is just the facts. I see the reception to new Mandalorian season 3 trailers, and everyone's hyped about it. Everyone's hyped. It's getting good engagement. I don't see the usual like downvoting into hell. People use those Google Chrome extensions to find out if people actually dislike The Mandalorian. I think I see it all positive. And if she came back for Mandalorian, I would support that. I would support her coming back. I'm like, cool. I like your character enough. All right. So this is from my friends Echo Base Network. They saw this on Twitter. And this is like kind of pretty much par for the course. I think someone was trolling on Twitter. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't specifically do this. But I want to show you. This is the reason I'm showing this is a lot of people are upset by this on Twitter. And I'm just like, this is where I got to this part where done with Twitter grifters. I really think Echo Base just took the bait. Unless this is a prolific person at Lucasfilm, I wouldn't take this seriously. I really wouldn't. Well, I mean, it's trolling. It's trolling, but they just took the bait. But it's not like Pablo Hidalgo or Kathy Kennedy or someone from The Mandalorian. It's not like Pedro Pascal put this out there. I'm as far as I know, the reason I think that it's not anyone significant is if it was, Echo Base would be putting that. They put who released this. But it just seems like some random Twitter post, Seems like some random Twitter post. All right, so saw this on Twitter. I don't think it's funny, do you? The Mandalorian Season 3, Cara Dune crashed her X-Wing and died. LOL. wasn't thumbsing up this. I usually thumbs up friends' posts. So I said, stop getting triggered. It's a character in fiction, not an actual person. Stop getting triggered. It's a simple question. I'll give that a thumbs up. But people are really upset by this. I don't know if they're really. I don't even know if they're really upset by it or potentially like fake offended, like because they like Cara. Like, are you really offended that a fictional character died like that off screen? It's making fun of how much Disney cares about Star Wars. It's a troll, right? It's a meme. But I mean, this is, and I'll reach out to Nick, but like, what are you doing? Like, this isn't like, I don't think it's funny. Do you? I mean, it's just the same thing. Like this whole, when you get down to the nuts and bolts of it, a lot of this content is being made by people. Where were you at? Were you in the grocery store where someone's mocking Gina Carano? No, it's Twitter. Of course. Zeno, that was a douchey comment. So that's the only reason she made the thumbnail. That's the only reason. Okay? Only reason she made the thumbnail was that. And apparently people were very upset about it. And I'm like, chill out. First off, it's a fictional character. Although, you know what? I'm being hypocritical because if they did that, if they did that to Henry Cavill Superman and they said in The Flash, well, he died in an X-Wing, I would also be pissed off. Okay. I get that. I think it's subjectively just because she wasn't a significant character, okay? She wasn't that a significant character. Even if you liked her, it's not going to break the show. I just don't think it's going to break the show. And if people were really upset besides this post, they would be putting it on, it would be reflected in the trailer, right? Okay. Oh, hey, Rhea. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by. I still like their character, and I would support her coming back. I'm not. It's not like I'm not against her. I'm not against Gina Carano. I'm not. I don't think they think this. If Disney actually did that, you would be hearing from Geeks and Gamers and stuff. I honestly think they were just upset because anyone would put that on Twitter. But if it's trolling a lib or something, oh my god, that would be hilarious. Okay. All right, so that's the end of that topic. 40. Where was I? Cara Dune. Okay, there's the last topic I wanted to talk about. Let me see if I could find it. Hold on, I'm responding. Okay, let me find the oh, hold on a second. All right, here we go. This is about the Joker. This is from Casey Walsh. This is Casey Walsh. And I wanted to talk about this with you because this is one of my most anticipated movies. Rumor, multiple endings have been shot for Joker Folie à Deux via the Comics Kid. And normally, shut up, Zeno. Shut up. Be quiet. Normally, I would say that maybe they are shooting, and I want to hear from you, because this is the last topic, everyone. We're going to end it an hour. Normally, I would say maybe they are shooting multiple endings so the ending doesn't leak out, so they could change their mind as they edit and put it together, so they have options. Like, those would be the two reasons. So it doesn't leak out, so no one actually knows the true ending on the set. And so they have also options if they're undecided, if they're not sure it's going to go. But I actually think because of the way the first Joker was outside the box, and it did things differently, and some people said that the Joker's an unreliable narrator. Maybe at this point, they show all the endings at the end of the movie because the main Joker can't even decide what really happened. So that's what I want to hear from you. If this is true, take it with grains of salt, okay? So Joker 2, multiple endings reportedly have been shot. All right? So I think potentially, I think it'd be cool if they used all the endings. They show you multiple views. Like some movies show you multiple, like even, let's say The Last Jedi. Let's say The Last Jedi with Kylo. They showed multiple interpretations of what happened with him and Luke in the tent. Maybe they're going to show multiple interpretations of the ending, and even you can't know. And even, you might not know the truth, and Joker might not know. because he's such an unreliable narrator and an unreliable mind to try to discern what actually happened. So that is just my initial thoughts of this report. That they might actually show multiple stories, you know? That's all for this episode of Just Me, Just Max. I appreciate you supporting the channel. I appreciate you being here. I will be back for a panel discussion later tonight with as many friends as that want to show up. And don't forget the mailbag. If you haven't checked out the mailbag yet, please do. Please check out the mailbag. I will get to the mailbag later. And I'm actually, should I? Let me see if there's one other topic to cover. Hold on. Because I hate, it's a pet peeve of mine to end before an hour. It really is. Anyone else hear anything cool? Anyone else hear anything cool? Let me see. Thank you, Ray. I appreciate that. Thank you, Little Movie Perp. Soon, Just Max and Aaron. Just Max and Us Chickens. Thank you, Nosfando. I appreciate that. Let me see. Oh, this is interesting. I was going to cover this later. Read your earlier comment. Where? There's been so many. I don't know which one. I don't know which one. Okay. This is actually very interesting. And I was going to save this for the main show, but, you know, let's check out here. Marvel Studios execs say Robert Downey Jr. is off the table for any future MCU appearances. Fans hoping for some sort of reappearance of the OG MCU superhero are given a blunt but expected response as Marvel looks to the future. This is actually kind of shocking. I don't support that one, Zeno, because it's against something. It has to be very significant for me to be against something. Max, say release the back roll so I can like the stream. Rhea asked. Okay, yes, release the back roll. I support that hashtag. I don't know if I believe this. Even if it was a solid source during Secret Wars, I really think they're going to have something with Robert Downey. All right, so while Marvel fans are getting an unprecedented yet appropriate final appearance of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine in the upcoming Deadpool 3, there's no such luck for Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, aka Iron Man. Steven Broussard, an executive at Marvel Studios, is emphasizing how the new generation will continue the legacy of the former Phase heroes. If you look at like Cassie Lang in Quantumania getting a suit, and Kate Bishop and Hawkeye, new characters being introduced like Jack and Werewolf by Night. After the first 10 years of Marvel storytelling, torches are being passed. Like with Robert Downey Jr. no longer being on the table and stuff like that. So it was kind of like a new generation stepping to the forefront, which again has always happened in the comics. Broussard emphasized that Phase 4 is the bridge from older generation to newer generation. Now that those players are on board and there's a big bad coming in the form of Kang the Conqueror, it's about like, what are you going to do with that? What are they going to do with this great power? Because as you know, okay, where's the stuff about, I should have read ahead. Wait a second, where is the stuff about? Where is the, holy shit. Okay, this is all this title. Let's get to the source, okay? Unfortunately, a chance of saying one last goodbye to the man who started all is not an option according to Comic Book Resource. Oh boy. Now it goes to CBR.com. Let me bring that up. This is how I mean, I do understand that these articles are written a certain way. Okay. Marvel exec has bad news for Robert Downey Jr. fans. While speaking to IO9, Broussard said that he thought one of Phase 4's meta-narratives centered on new characters and mantles taken up the latest years. If you look at like Cassie getting a suit, new characters, after the first 10 years of Marvel storytelling, torches are being passed, like with Robert Downey Jr. no longer being on the table and stuff like that. So it was like a new generation stepping in the forefront, which again has always happened. There's no substance to this. There's no substance to either article. They just said that is the trending way things that are happening in the comic book movies. It doesn't say that they're not going to use him. This is bullshit. Okay, that was a waste of time. Sorry to waste your time there. But thanks for watching the show. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you all later. Nap time. Have a good one.